Hi everyone, welcome to It's Food. I'm your host, and today we're cooking food. Don't laugh, you're gonna make me laugh. I laughed first though. You can laugh though. Laugh all you want. Live, laugh, love. That's my philosophy. Today on It's Food, the food I have decided to cook is inspired by, one, people asking me, hey Anthony, what other things can I cook that I can eat for breakfast? And then the other thing that inspired me was there were a bunch of people who responded negatively to the last video saying that, bitch, you're not really cooking, you're just mixing a bunch of shit and throwing it in the oven. Isn't that cooking?
Yeah.
That qualifies as cooking, you trash head. There were some people who were calling me out saying that these peanuts weren't vegan, and saying that, hey, there's gelatin in those peanuts because they're Planters dry roasted peanuts. Hey, these are unsalted dry roasted peanuts. The only thing that's in these peanuts is peanuts. Don't call the vegan police on me. It says peanuts right there. Peanuts. And what else is in there? Peanuts. Ingredients. Peanuts. Contains peanuts. It's just peanuts! Alright, so today we're going to be cooking something a little bit more cooking intensive. None of that crunchy, sweet, hippie granola shit. We're cooking tofu scramble with some nice roasted breakfast potatoes. Let's go! We are going to start the potato portion of this recipe first. What you will need is around 6 of these medium to large sized russet potatoes, a yellow onion, and all of our spices, which we are going to show you down here. You have the pepper, and the salt, and the paprika, and the garlic powder. We already have most of the potatoes chopped up. We're going to chop up one more and throw it in there, sort of divvying them up into halves, different sections of halves, and then sectioning out those sections, and then sectioning out those sections. And then once you've cut them all up like that, you get little cubey pieces of potato, just like that. To speed along with the cooking process of these potatoes, before I roast them, I'm going to throw them in the oven. No, fuck. To speed along with the cooking process of these potatoes, before I throw them in the oven and season them, I'm going to put them in the microwave for about 6 minutes. You can talk if you want. You're the behind the camera woman. You're the director. Now I'm gonna chop an onion. Take that skin off, baby. Ooh, yeah. You could listen to every sad song in the world and get your heart broken by a million girls, but nothing will make you cry like an onion. The potatoes are fresh out of the microwave. They're all evapped up, cooked a little bit, cooked slightly. We're going to dump these into a mixing bowl. We're going to put our onions in there as well. We're going to throw the spices in there too. We're going to get a drink out of a mason jar. And then we're going to start throwing these suckers in the oven and cooking them right up. Get a little salt in there. Hey, just like the last video, just cover the top. Get the top covered up. I know some people were saying that was a meme from the last video. You can make it a meme, just like you can make this recipe your own. Throw some pepper on there. Get it all nice and peppery. For some nice color and extra spice, we're gonna get that paprika. I can't believe we're gonna fricka this paprika. Get some garlic powder in there. Just a little bit. Just a little sprinkle of garlic powder. And I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of peanut oil so that as I mix it all up, all of this kind of just sticks to the potatoes. Grab a nice mixing spoon, a nice hard wooden mixing spoon. If you're my age and Italian, you should recognize this from your childhood because you got hit with this. So use this to mix your potatoes and onions. Whoop! Got a straggler trying to escape. And they say plants don't have feelings. You can laugh out loud. You don't have to just like laugh quietly in awkward silence. It makes me feel alone. All right, now we're seeing the potatoes are getting coated nicely in the pepper and the salt. And we're seeing that the paprika is making the potatoes a little orangey, a little reddish. More potatoes escaping because I'm doing a really sloppy job of mixing these properly. And I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about cleaning nothing up. Don't worry your sweet little head about cleaning nothing. Who knows what can happen? This cooking show is so LOL random. Roar, colon, 3 carrots. All right, that's good. That's mixed. That's mixed up nice. Now we're gonna take our we're gonna take our potatoes, we're gonna put them in a nice seasoned cast iron, if you have one of those at home. That would be cool. Really, you can throw this on a pan, maybe with some tin foil or something. Whatever receptacle you want to put these potatoes in that they can roast in the oven properly, that is what you want to put them in. I'm sure you have roasted things in the oven at your house before. Whatever you do that in, put them in that thing. And there we go. Now I'm going to take these potatoes, I'm going to put them in the oven to bake at 400 degrees. Leave them, oh god damn, the return of the dishwasher song. Why, that damn dishwasher song. Now I have to sneeze.
Away from the potatoes.
Oh, right into the potatoes. Okay, now I'm good.
Secret song.
All right, now I'm going to take these potatoes, I'm going to put them in the oven at 400 degrees to bake. I would leave them in there for at least 30 minutes, depending on how hot your oven runs. And listen, for that 30 minutes, you're not going to want to totally abandon them periodically. At least a few times you're going to want to mix them up so that you get an even cook of all the potatoes in this pan, because it is a deep pan and there are a lot of potatoes in there. So let me go pop these in. All right, next we are going to embark on the tofu portion of this dish and this recipe. The potatoes are in the oven, they're pretty much cooking. They're going to be cooking until this recipe is over. We don't got to do nothing else to the potatoes other than kind of wish them around a little bit. But now, what we need for the scramble bit are 2 blocks of extra firm tofu. We need 2 peppers, and most of the spices that we just dealt with before, but we are going to add some turmeric for flavor and color, and we are going to add some curry powder for flavor and color. So let's go! All right, you're going to open up your blocks of tofu, you're going to take them out, you're going to quarter them, and then you're going to grab them and squeeze them out, wring them out. Just pull some of the moisture out of it. You're just going to grab it like this. You know, imagine this is a firmer block, and you're just going to squeeze with your hands on top of each other like this. Just imagine that these are all the unhappy emotions that you have inside of you, and you're going to crush them down. You're going to bottle them up. You don't want to deal with them anymore. And then you're just going to drop it. And once you have squeezed the water out of the whole thing and drained it a little bit, then we are going to add our peppers. I have another pepper over here as I'm going to cut up 2. Now we are going to take the tofu and the peppers and, like real true soy boys, spice them all up so they're nice and flavorful, because tofu tastes like whatever you flavor it like. If you want it to taste like barbecue, put it with some barbecue sauce. If you want it to taste like something else, spice it with something else. We're going to top it off with some salt, a little bit of salt. Just make sure you cover the top, cover the top, cover the top. It's my philosophy. Same thing with the pepper. We've used these spices before. We're already familiar with them. Oh, we're throwing more paprika in there. Beep, 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 beep. Not as much as that though, just a little dazzle of it. And now what we want to be real liberal with, maybe not too liberal, you want to make yourself sick. Throw some turmeric in there, get it all nice and turmeric-y, which is a technical term. Turmeric is an age-old spice. The Egyptians used it, and they called it maize. Right, honey?
Yeah.
There we go. We'll throw a little bit of curry powder in there. Not as much curry powder as turmeric, but it adds a nice tangy-ish kind of flavor to it that I like. And now, once again, just like the potatoes, to get it all sticky, just a little bit of peanut oil. Just a little bit. And now, once again, the mixing process. Oh, the mixing. See, it's getting yellow? See, it's getting yellow? Just like a real scramble. Wow. Now, if you're seeing your scramble isn't getting very yellow, you can always just throw in a little bit more turmeric and a little bit more curry powder if you like. I recommend with all of these recipes, as I'm just eyeballing all of it, I would say with you, maybe just start with a little and then work your way up to more spices when you know the amount of spice that you like and are comfortable with and is appropriate to pull this off the way it should be pulled off. Yay! All right, looks mixed to me. All right, now we're gonna throw these in the pan. We're gonna just cook them on the pan on the stove top. A little bit of peanut oil inside the pan over here. It's a high heat oil because I like to cook with a high heat. I want to put a nice, like, you know, golden brown. I want to put some nice colors on these scrambles in the pan, so I use a high heat oil. A lower heat oil, if on a high heat, is just going to evaporate. It's totally useless. What the hell are you doing with it? So I use a peanut oil. There are other high heat oils out there, but a peanut oil is that's what I use. A good nut. Right now it's a medium-high flame right now. Medium-high flame right now. There you go. It's like the cinematography element. I felt like I just had to like adjust positions for a porn. So we're just gonna let these cook. We're gonna let these saute a little bit, and then as the bottom scrambles are getting cooked up and brown, we're just gonna come in here, scoop it up a little bit, turn it over, give it a nice turn, just kind of move it all around until everything around is thoroughly cooked, and you've got like again, a nice brownish cooked tint on the whole scramble bramble. I'm doing my best here. This is my first cooking show, okay? All right, just give me a break. Okay, so now our potatoes are pretty much cooked. Our scrambles are pretty much cooked. Looking good, looking cooked, looking yummy, looking scrumptious, looking ready to eat. I like to take some potatoes, throw them in the bottom, make like a little bed of potatoes on the bottom, get a bed of potatoes going. Take the scramble, do a scoop of that, or two, throw that on top. There you go. Get some hot sauce, some sriracha, put that on top, get a little dab of that on top for a little bit of yummy, nice heat. And there you go. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So there you have it, folks. It's food. Tofu scramble with potatoes and onions. It's a yummy breakfast treat. Eat up, have fun. Over here next to my head is another video in the series. Check that out or hit up the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, it's food forever.